everyone, welcome to the Sunday Funday Show. My name's Parker, and I'm all alone this week. I unfortunately couldn't find anyone to help me, but that's okay because What are you doing here?
Huh?
What are you doing here? I've been trying to get in contact with you all summer. You've been missing. What is happening right now?
What?
Where have you been all summer?
What do you mean? This is my shooting time.
No, I've been calling both of you for like 3 months to try to get you back on the Sunday Funday Show. We've all missed you guys. And then all of a sudden, you guys show up? What?
Oh,
Like, I've been trying to get you guys to do the show for so long, and you just, like, straight MIA ghosted me.
Oh, well, we're here. Yeah. We'll do it. You want
Just like that.
You want?
Oh, let's do it.
Yeah, sure.
I'm ready.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Hey.
Hey guys, welcome to the Sunday Funday Show. I'm Jake,
I'm Nick.
and we're so excited to be back with you guys. Nick, how was your summer, man?
It was fine.
Yeah, well, what'd you do?
Stuff.
Oh, okay. Well, my summer was pretty great. I hope you guys had a great summer too. I got to do a lot of fun stuff. I got to go to summer camp this year. Nick, did you get to go to camp?
Yeah,
How was it?
it was great.
Well, what kind of stuff did you guys do?
We had like water balloon fights and archery and hiking.
Wow.
Made a lot of friends.
Dude, that's awesome. That sounds like a ton of fun.
It was great.
Nick, are you all right, man? Is there something else that's bothering you today?
I'm okay. Well, like summer was great,
Yeah.
But then school started this week, and there's just been this kid that's been like really mean to me lately, and it's not fun.
No, it's not fun to be bullied.
Like the other day, we were playing kickball, and I went to kick the ball, and I missed the ball, and it went right past me, and then she was just like, "Hey, you just changed your name to Sally because you play kickball like a girl."
Wow.
And at first I thought it was a compliment,
Right.
and then apparently it wasn't. So.
Aw. Well, I'm sorry, man. That's the worst when you get bullied. Have you decided or thought about what you might do about talking to this person or anything like that?
I don't really know. The other day, though, we were playing again, kickball, and I went to kick the ball, and this time I tried really hard,
Right.
and I missed again, and I fell over.
Oh,
So everyone had a good laugh about that.
yeah. Yeah.
But
Didn't
then
help.
I found these things. They're called balance bands.
Okay.
So I figured one is supposed to help your balance.
Yeah.
So I got 300 of them.
Oh.
So I figured if I put these on, then I can go to recess and I can play kickball better than anyone, and then that ought to shut her up, right? And then nobody can bully me anymore because I'll be the best kickballer in the whole place.
Nick, where did you get these bands from? They look like just regular plain old bands to me. They don't
No,
look
they're called balance bands.
Uh-huh.
They've been tested and proven. And apparently LeBron James wore one time.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Nick, I really don't think these bands are going to help you out. I feel like there's a much better way to go about this.
I don't think so. I think this is it.
Well, Nick, what happens if these bands actually aren't special and they don't end up helping you? What then?
Well, Jake, I'm out of luck then because I don't know what to do. I can't do anything about it on my own.
Well, it's a good thing we're here today because I think the Bible story is going to help you out. How about we get into that? It's Bible story time.
Good morning, guys. So excited that you're here. Today, my name is Jonathan. Hey, I've got a question for you, though. How many of you guys really enjoy playing video games? I don't know about you, but I like to play video games every now and then. I actually really like the part of the game at the beginning where you first start playing and you have to choose what kind of character you're going to be. I always have to face a dilemma. Like, do I want a character that's like really strong and like good at defense, or do I want a character that's like really fast and like good at attacking, or do I want a character that's like a little bit of a blend of both, like has good weapons but also has good defense? There's always like a choice to be made there. And I think the same is kind of true for us in life. I know our life isn't a video game, but when we think about it, there's kind of always things in life that we're going to have to face. I mean, there's challenges in our life that are going to be challenging, to be honest. I mean, think about it. Like, you guys just started school and maybe you're tired, or maybe you have a lot of homework, or maybe you're having trouble with friends, or maybe you're like really having trouble like, paying attention or respecting your teachers or respecting your parents, and you feel like life is just really difficult at the moment. And I totally understand that. I mean, I think the older we get, the kind of more problems get thrown our way, that there's challenges in our life, and sometimes it even feels like there's somebody out to get us. Well, the writers in the Bible actually talked about this. They talked about how that there's things in our life that seem to be actively working against us. They're trying to stop us. They're trying to slow us down. They're trying to keep us from being the person that God has created us to be. And so the question is, well, what do we do about it? Well, the Apostle Paul was this guy that followed Jesus, and he was kind of a big deal. He ran around all over, the Middle East, and he started churches, and he started house churches, and he led a lot of people to Jesus. And in one particular place, he's writing a letter to this church in this town called Ephesus. Ephesus is a real town. You can still go and visit it right now. You can actually go stand on the place where Paul wrote this letter. And this is what he says. This is in the 6th chapter of Ephesians. He says, "Finally be strong in the Lord and in his mighty power. Put on the full armor of God so that you can take your stand against the devil's schemes." You see, Paul is telling us that God has equipped us to stand against the things in our life that are keeping us from being the person that God has created us to be. Listen to this. He says, "Put on the full armor of God so that when the day of evil comes, you may be able to stand your ground. And after you have done everything to stand, stand firm with the belt of truth and with your feet fitted with the readiness that comes from the gospel of peace. And in addition to all of this, take up the shield of faith, with which you can extinguish all the flaming arrows of the evil one, and take the helmet of salvation, the sword of the Spirit, which is the sword of God." You see, Paul is telling us that if we equip ourselves with faith and salvation and truth and peace, that we'll be able to continue when life feels difficult, when life feels challenging. We'll be able to continue to move forward, to continue to be the people that God has created us to be. And so I don't know what that looks like for you. I don't know if that means you need to spend more time praying, or spend more time reading your Bible, or spend more time talking to your small group leaders in small group, or talking to your family members at home about what does it mean to have faith, and what does it mean to have truth, and what does it mean to have peace in our lives. But here's what I do know, is that life is going to continue to be a challenge. Things are going to continue to get thrown at us that are going to cause us to feel frustrated, or maybe even cause us to stumble around a little bit, or cause us to think that life is really difficult. But I also know that God has equipped us, that he has given us his armor, that we can continue to move forward and to be all that God has called us to be. Well, guys, thanks so much for being here, and I'll see you next week.
Whoa, that was a great Bible story.
Nick, how did you get all this stuff? And what exactly are you planning on using it for?
Well, like they said, get a sword and a shield and a helmet, and that's how you fight your battles.
Nick, I think you're missing the point of the story. I mean, what really are you gonna do with this, against your bullies?
What am I not gonna do with it? Think about it. How hard is it gonna be to bully someone when they have a shield and a helmet? I mean, try it. Try it. Bully me. Try it. I dare you. Bully me. Bully me. Say something.
Hey, Shorty. Okay, I'll admit, that did stop me for a second. But Nick, in using all this stuff, an actual sword and shield and going in for a fight, aren't you kind of acting the same way that the bullies are acting? Aren't you kind of turning into one of them?
I don't see it.
Nick, the point that the story was trying to make is that we're not supposed to use actual swords and shields and helmets or Nerf guns in our battles. It was talking about the armor of God, faith, truth, and righteousness. Those are our weapons against darkness and against people that want to hurt us. And so instead of taking, this helmet and sword and shield into your battle, why don't you try taking some truth into it and talking to the people with love and with faith and trusting that God is going to pull you through it. That's the point of the story. That's what we need to clothe ourselves with in order to be able to withstand anything that comes at us.
So, if I get bullied, I shouldn't hit anyone with a shield?
Exactly.
Oh.
But more than that, if you're getting bullied, for one, you should remember what's true about you and what God says is true about you. And second of all, you should learn to talk to the people because they're just kids too, And if you go and talk to them in truth, maybe you'll find a better response from them than, using all of this stuff.
Oh.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. So, God wants to make me strong without having to have all this extra stuff.
Exactly. Now you're getting it. But that is some pretty cool stuff, and you're going to have to show me where and how you got all that.
That's top secret.
All right.
How can God make you strong?
Let's talk about this together in our groups. Maybe God can find a way to give you truth in your life through the Bible or through friends that care and love about you.
Yeah. You guys talk about it, and we'll see you next week on the Sunday Funday Show.
Bye, guys.
Bye.